Alright, so I discovered that the Connecticut DMV has an app, and you can do these three things that you see on the app. You could find locations and wait times, which is kind of cool because if you don't want to wait 5 hours, you don't have to go. And there are also different locations. There are satellite ones where they're smaller, and you could do. There are actually less wait times, so you can go in now. Anyway. What I decided to do is take a practice test for, it says learner's permit, but it's pretty much close to the actual driver's test. And then there's a quiz for parents to take about teen driving, which, we don't need to do. So I figured we'll take the practice learner's permit test and see what happens. I'm going to take practice test 3 because I already took practice test 1 just to test my setup because I'm recording my iPad screen. And I did alright. Okay, so question 1. After you have held a license for 6 months, which of the following passengers cannot be in the vehicle when you are driving? Your 18-year-old friend, your parent, your younger brother. I believe it's your 18-year-old friend, simply because of there's like so many teen restrictions, and they don't want teens with teens. Right, next. A driver distraction is anything that causes evasive action while driving, anything that takes your attention away from driving, anything that causes you to pay more attention to driving. So it's anything that takes your attention away from driving, obviously. If you're distracted, others do evasive action. 3. If you see a distracted driver, you should give that distracted driver plenty of room and maintain a safe following distance of 1 to 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, 3 to 4 seconds. So 2 to 3 seconds is what you should normally do. So I'm going to assume we increase it 3 to 4 seconds. Okay. Question 4. This sign means no U-turns, no outlet. Oh, no turns, no outlet, no U-turns. That means no U-turns. Okay. 5. It is dangerous to follow a motorcycle too closely because they do not follow the same rules as motor vehicles. That's funny because they're supposed to follow the rules, but they don't. They don't follow the same rules. They follow their own rules on the road anyway. A motorcycle can stop much faster than a standard vehicle, or they brake more slowly than motor vehicles. So it's the middle one. A motorcycle can stop faster because they're much lighter. Okay. Children on bicycles should be given even more space by motor vehicle operators because they do not have the same physical reflexes as an adult. They are smaller and more difficult to see. Both. They are smaller and more difficult to see, and they do not have the same physical reflexes as an adult. It's kind of obvious that it would probably be both. Okay, I'm going to select that one. To enter a gap in highway traffic, watch only the vehicles behind the gap. Check behind, then watch the vehicle ahead. Speed up and let vehicles make way. That's how some people do it on the road. Speed up and let vehicles make way. Out of the way! I check behind. I shoulder check, and then I watch the person ahead of me because they could slow down or whatever. So I'm going to do the middle one. When you are behind a motorcycle, you should be ready to use the horn. Drive more slowly, allow more following distance. Well, we just covered that in the last question. It was allow more following distance, provided that's correct anyway. Alright, to enter highway traffic, you need at least a 2-second gap, a 3-second gap, a 4-second gap. So you need a 2-second gap when you're regularly driving on a highway. So I'm going to assume you double that to 4 seconds because you're slower. So we'll do 4 seconds. To avoid merging traffic from the right, the best thing to do is change lanes to the left, slow down, maintain speed and position. The best thing to do is to change lanes to the left, although nobody does that because nobody's courteous. Some people slow down and make it even worse. Right. While being passed in a no passing zone, you should pull off the road, maintain your speed and position, slow down and let them safely return to the drive lane. Now I'm sure everybody just maintains their speed and position, but truly you need to slow down and let them safely return to the drive lane because there's probably a car coming from the other direction. 12. The following statements regarding the use of seatbelts are true with the exception of: they prevent a human collision by holding you in place. They are not necessary if your vehicle has an airbag. And they keep you from being thrown from the vehicle in the event of an accident. So it's going to be the middle one. They are not necessary if your vehicle has an airbag. You can actually get hurt by an airbag if you do not have your seatbelt on. So you need the combination of both. If your vehicle has a 2-part safety belt system, you should use only the lap belt, use both the lap and the shoulder belt, use only the shoulder belt. I've never seen a car where it's 2-part where you can choose. Is that an old car thing? But we're going to use both because cops will yell at you if you have, some people put the shoulder behind them, the shoulder belt behind them. But I'm going to do that. While driving on packed snow, you should reduce your speed by 1/3, 1/4, 1/2. 1/2. In work zones, barriers such as drums, cones, and tubes are used to make drivers drive slower and get angry. Primarily inconvenience drivers. Keep traffic out of hazardous work zones. It's kind of obvious, isn't it? Alright, in work zones you should increase your speed to get through as quickly as possible. Reduce your speed and be prepared to stop suddenly. Maintain your speed the whole way through the zone. It's going to be reduce your speed and prepared to stop suddenly. When a pedestrian is crossing a street guided by a dog carrying a white cane, you must always yield the right of way. You must tell them where to cross the street. If you can't do that, you're in a car and you're driving. You must yield the right of way at corners only. Always, because they cannot see you, to yield themselves. An approved rear-facing child restraint system is required for any child weighing 25 pounds or less, 1 year of age, or weighing 30 pounds or less, under 1 year of age, or weighing 20 pounds or less. I don't know this one, because I don't have a child. I do have a nephew. He's 2, and he is in a car seat still. I'm going to pick under 1 year of age or weighing 20 pounds or less. Because you have to be one under 1 year. The other one doesn't say under 1 year, so it just says 1 year of age. You should not use your horn when visibility ahead is limited. You may hit another vehicle. Near blind pedestrians. Near blind pedestrians, because if you honk, you might startle them or whatever, and they might run into traffic or something. I don't know. That's my logic anyway. Construction zone signs are generally square or rectangular with white and red coloring, round or octagon with black and yellow coloring, diamond or rectangular with orange and black coloring. They are orange and black. If you are 16 or 17 years old and arrested for a first-time DUI offense, and the police officer asks you to take a breath test and you refuse, your license will be suspended for, I don't know, I'm going to guess 18 months, just because it's the longest time frame.
Yeah! I'm the winner! I'm the winner!